appreciate you guys being here. What a game. So much respect for Colorado. That is a good team. They're so experienced. I didn't anticipate quite that comeback in the fourth by them, but you have to give them credit. They went to that zone, and we had prepared for it, but it's hard to prepare for, how aggressive they are, and it was just, the refs were letting them play. So maybe when we were expecting fouls, we weren't getting them, and that just enabled them to just be super aggressive, and credit to them. I thought the officials let both sides play, so it wasn't like it was, I'm not trying to say that. I'm just saying it was a very physical game, and that played into their strengths. But great job by them for making that run. But, we made shots when we needed to. Inesh made those free throws. Those were huge. And then, obviously, Deja's finish. I didn't want to call timeout because we were having such a hard time executing. And so I wanted to just get it and push and trust your players. I have a lot of confidence in these guys. And it was just kind of roll the dice and let them make a play. Because I had a feeling if I called timeout, and all this happens in about a half a second, right? But I had a feeling if we called timeout, it plays into them. They can set up and plan a trap or whatever. So it was just get it and go. That's when we're at our best anyway. So proud of our team. What a game for Deja to come back. Safe to say we need her. But 6 for 9 and defensively was great. And, she just brings an edge and toughness. But, second half, they outscored us in that fourth, but we held on and we had played. I thought the first half we controlled the game, both ends of the floor. Defensively, we were really good. But again, credit to Colorado. They're good. It's not like I said it at halftime. I said it. They're not going to go away. They got too many upperclassmen. I don't know what they're ranked, but they're high. So another top 10 win for us, and we just keep grinding. But really, really, really proud of our team. I thought we left it all out there tonight.
Deja, you've been on the other end of that time where the ball doesn't go in. Just what does it feel like once the relief that you have knowing that you won the game? I mean, did you know in some ways? What happened?
Well, like you said, I have been there when it hasn't went in. But Inesh passed it to me, I think, with 5 seconds left. So she trusted me, and I didn't want to overthink or look for anybody else to do it. I just wanted to put it in my hands. If we lost, it was just going to be on me, and I was okay with that. I feel like as an upperclassman, you kind of got to take that responsibility. I just went to the goal. I didn't hope. I made it happen. So, yeah.
Confidence. Yeah. Love it.
Then what's that moment like? I mean, I know you've been a part of so many fun games here, but just to be able to have that battle where it was just a literal battle in that fourth quarter,
yeah.
To see it and the way Deja did, knowing how hard this season's been and just everything that's going on.
Yeah, it's a great moment. It was relief, and then excitement and pride. This league it pushes you and tests you in every way, and we've been tested this year and pushed. But we're 19-7, and we've won 7 of our last 9, and we're doing well. And I have so much confidence in these guys. So to win like that. And I have much respect for Colorado, the way they battled back. And that was a heavyweight bout there in that fourth quarter. But we made the last play. One of those game like that, we made the last play. So great moment. It was fun to see Deja get dogpiled. I know the refs went to the table, and I knew it was good. It was just, is there going to be time left? And so when they called it off, I think I let out a primal scream. But other than that... Just soaking it in.
Nash, you also had some clutch moments there. Obviously, your 2 free throws really.
Those were huge. Huge.
I've been working on my free throws. I started the season kind of bad for what I used to be, and I've been focusing more on that because I know there's going to be moments like this that I have to make them. And I think it was more like confidence. I didn't really think about it how Deja said.
I do think Inesh, she was fearless tonight too, and she led the group. And defensively, she set the tone. Sherrod is as fast as anybody in the country. So is Inesh. So that was a defensive back battle there with how quick and athletic they are. But I thought At their place, Sherrod heard us tonight. I mean, she's good, but she didn't have a career night. We did a good job. But Inesh's line, she had 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 16 points. That's big time.
When Colorado is, I think, ranked 8th in AP, but I think you care more, or you've said you care more about net. That's really
Correct.
what matters. You guys are 6th in net. I think coming into tonight, Colorado's like 17. So that shot data doesn't go in. The narrative is going to be completely different tomorrow. What is this type of win, especially considering we're almost to March? This stuff is going to start to really, really matter if it doesn't already. What do you think this win does for that conversation and not only internally but externally, and just kind of like in furtherance of you guys' goal?
Yeah, that's a great question. And net is I think we have figured out the science of how to get your net pretty high. And so, being 6th in the net is great. Colorado, this is a great win in the eyes of the NCAA committee. It's a quad 1 win, is how they do all that. So we knew coming in to tonight, we wanted to just focus on Colorado, not worry about what's next. I think we got to get back to just focusing on who's next, and now we got UCLA next. But we play 3 top 10 teams in a row, 2 of them on the road, but we're just going to focus one at a time. I think we have an opportunity to still achieve our goals of hosting the first 2 rounds. I mean, that is within our grasp. We're still, hunt to get a bye in the Pac-12 tournament. Like, there's a lot that we control our own destiny, right? So do a lot of other teams in the league. That's what makes this league so great. So much movement's going to happen in the next 2 weeks, in terms of just shuffling and because we all got to play each other and we're all ranked but to your question in terms of the narrative, I think for us and our narrative, what we're saying in our locker room, it's 1 down, and we got 1 to go on Friday or Thursday at UCLA. That's going to be our mindset of just 1 at a time.
How big of a confidence booster is getting a game like this under your belt before you head out on that road trip against 2 more teams, almost exactly like that team?
Yeah. Well, Michelle, I have so much confidence in our group. So I think it's not a confidence booster, it's confidence confirming. I believe in this team against anybody in the country. And so I don't need to be boosted. I know what I see. I know what I believe in. I know what they're capable of. So this is just confidence confirming of their ability and what our potential is.
How much was that confidence tested with 7 turnovers, 5-minute scoring drought there in the 4th?
I mean, the key to the game, I don't think my confidence is ever wavering. It's just the strategy of trying to figuring out how we can get the right players the ball in the right spots. And the way it was just so physical, it was hard. We prepared for that zone, but it's hard to prepare when it's that physical. And again, credit Colorado. So I was never like, oh no, but it was like, come on guys, let's go. And so again, my confidence in our team and our ability doesn't waver.
So what were those timeouts like when the comeback was on? Maybe the players can answer.
I don't feel like they were different, were they?
No, like she was saying, we were just looking at each other like, okay, like what's next? Like, forget about what just happened, forget about the turnover that just happened or the mess up you just had. Like, what's next? How can we keep going? Because you can't keep reflecting on the past. Like, it's done, it's over. Like, if you start thinking back, then that's when you start wavering in your confidence and your faith in your teammates. So, like I said, like, we've been there before on the other end, and when my confidence did waver, I messed up. So I was like, I'm not doing that again. That's the first mistake. It's not believing. So we were like, it's whatever, let's go. Let's keep swinging.
Next play.
Yeah, next play.
Next play. Yep.
Deja, what was the, if at all, anxiety level watching the ball for like that half or 3 minutes, like bounce around before it
Oh man, yeah. Like I kind of seen it at the corner of my eyes. I fell and it tipped, and I said, I just took a breath, like thank you God. Yeah, it was nerve-wracking, but I kind of knew, like, I went in there with a head full of steam, and I didn't second-guess. I didn't look at anybody else to pass it to or anything, so
Yes.
I kind of knew, like, that's going in. I made it go in, and it did.
What about for you watching?
Oh, go ahead.
What?
What about for you?
Well, I had an angle where it was right even, like it wasn't off, so I thought that's in.
Yeah.
I thought that's in. because it had enough soft touch, and it was square on with the backboard, like the rim, and I thought, that's in.
And Ash, what's it like to just guard somebody similar to you and the kind of, you obviously like to be the pesky defender, Sherrod obviously like to be that, I mean, what's it like in that battle? Do you like that? And
Yeah, I think it's really challenging for me because it's not every day that you go against one of the fastest players in the nation. And same for her probably, and I like challenges. That's what makes like basketball fun. If you like really comfortable, it's not fun.
Remember that.
I will.
Deja, how did it feel to be back out there with the team today, and especially with the performance that you had tonight?
Oh, before I even scored the game-winning shot, it just felt so good to be out there. When I was sitting on the bench, I love to watch them play. I love watching my teammates move the ball, make shots, threes. I love celebrating, but it's just different when you're out there with them. And since it's my last year, I want to play with them as much as I can. So sitting there on the bench was kind of nerve-wracking. But I trusted them. They trusted me to take as much time as I needed to heal up to get back out there and play like I did today.
And Ash, the announcer today made a reference to a potential nickname, the Mosquito. Are you aware?
She has sweatshirts.
Bring it.
Who understands
They're
where
actually
where
cool.
Where does that come from?
Just being annoying, I think, for other people on the team. But I don't. Yeah, it's not my favorite nickname. But
We've embraced it. When she's annoying in practice, I just kind of make the mosquito noises.
What is your favorite nickname?
Nessie.
her dad called her Little Lion. That's a cute
Yeah, he
one. We
does.
call her that.
She does. Mosquito fits though, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that.
It does.